But do you not understand that these Democrats that pulled the lever for guilty have been calling the president every name but a child of God since the beginning? Do you really honestly believe that most of these Democrats who voted guilty believe that if this were their guy, if this were a Democrat, if this were President Obama, same fact pattern, that they would be voting to impeach, let alone to convict President Obama? I've said this many, many times. Let's just assume for a moment that some whistleblower is either on a phone call with Obama or hears from somebody who was on a phone call with Obama. And this alleged whistleblower heard Obama say, "Can you just look into something for me? The son of my opponent, Mitt Romney, is on a board of some company. Can you look into that and just find out what's going on?" Let's assume he had done that. And it turns out the money's not held up. No announcement for any investigation is made. The president of the country in question says, "I never felt any pressure. I never felt any demands." And then the Republicans impeach him. And we find out that the so-called whistleblower first went to a committee chaired by one of the president's political enemies before the whistleblower went to the AG to file their complaint. How do you think that would sit? I'm watching the State of the Union speech last night, and I'm looking at Nancy Pelosi sitting to our right as you're looking at the TV, and she's shuffling around with papers. I said to myself, what's she doing? And she's shuffling and shuffling and shuffling all these papers around. And I took a picture of it, and I put it on Twitter, and I didn't realize until I got home that at the end of the speech, she had torn it up and made a big display of tearing it up. It wasn't just one part. She tore it, picked on some sheets and tore it. I think she did it twice. Now, you remember when Joe Wilson, during President Obama's State of the Union speech, when Obama claimed that Obamacare would not be available to illegals, and Joe Wilson shouted out, "You lie"? Can you imagine what would have happened had the Speaker of the House, had Paul Ryan, as Obama